rugged, all-terrain, low riding. Fully integrated offensive features, onboard battle axioms, ergonomically designed skulls. Absolutely no safety features. Presenting the Primaris Chaplain on bike. High-speed zealotry.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So first thing, thank you for those of you who joined me on the watch along. It was an amazing experience again. We all lost ourselves as everything was revealed. We're going to be speaking about the Silent King, of course, the Primaris Chaplain on a bike, which you see in the background now, and also the Primaris Techmarine and the Void Dragon of Mars, which was also confirmed right at the end. But let's start first with this bloody Chaplain, because look at it. Just look how gorgeous he bloody looks. We already knew this was coming, didn't we? Because, of course, throughout the week, that list got leaked of the Primaris Chaplain, and I was really looking forward to it ever since then. For me, this confirmation of this means, well, we're getting more, of course. Apothecary on a bike, you're thinking librarian, ancient on a bike. Talk about a brand new Primaris Captain on a bike. It all makes sense now. And for me, just seeing this bike for the first time, I'm probably going to give this guy over to my Templars. Just with the book chained on the front, it looks so cool. I'm just really happy now that we're getting more stuff when it comes to the Primaris line. The model itself is incredible. I love the helmet. The helmet is fantastic. I know a lot of people were saying it kind of looks like a Reaver skull helmet, but for me, I think the only person that should really be wearing a skull helmet is a bloody Chaplain. I've never really equipped my Reavers actually with the skull helmets. I always give them like the Mark 6 beaker helmets. I think they suit that more. And the Crozius on this guy, finally, a Primaris Crozius that I don't have to cut off. I've never really had a problem with them that much, but they've always seemed a bit too thin and a bit too weak looking. But this one looks nice, big, chunky, the wings sprouting from like the skull rib cage and stuff like that. This looks like if you actually hit someone with it, it will just completely crush their skull. Just like the Primaris Techmarine, which we'll get into in a second, because man oh man, is that gorgeous as well. This is going to be a day one buy for me, definitely. Again, like I said, I think I may do Templars on. I'm so excited. Even Templars on Imperial Fist. I actually am thinking of doing like a full-on Imperial Fist bike force at the moment, and having like a Chaplain in the middle of it. Like when you come to think of the bikers and like how strong they are, when it comes to like combat and stuff with AP minus on the chainswords, how many attacks you can get. We have spoken about like if you have 9 of them, it's like 58 attacks. If you have a Chaplain in the middle of that, like casting the Mantle of Strength, that is just going to be absolutely sickening when you come to do melee attacks and charging and mowing down people. It's got to be absolutely bloody glorious. And moving on, of course, this was not the only Primaris character to be shown off. Finally, our prayers have been answered. The trailer in the background now is showing him off. We have a brand new Primaris Techmarine. For a lot of people, myself included, we was basically using the Ferios Techmarine as our chap, converting him into whatever chapter you gun. Mine was, of course, Imperial Fizz, but now we actually have a dedicated Techmarine you can paint for any kind of chapter. You don't have to like rip off like the iron hands and scrape it all off using your hobbying. Again, another fantastic model. I love everything from the axe. The axe looks fantastic. It looks like he's got a heavy bolter on his back. His helmet looks really cool. The actual helmet reminds me from the Templar Techmarine from Hell's Reach. I know Techmarines kind of have that kind of flavoured helmet anyway, but again, I'm going to be painting this guy as a Templar because I've already got an Imperial Fist Techmarine, so maybe I can say the guy who was the Forge Master in the Templar stuff that Aaron Dembski-Bowden wrote. Sorry, I'm so excited. This guy has just been Primaris-fied. I love the pose with his hand, like the hands going forward and like the claw is following his movement. It's kind of like that Doc Ock out of Spider-Man kind of thing, like when, he puts his hand forward and like, his spider limbs go forward and start smashing things up. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely love this. But also, over on Instagram, they actually shown off this image, which is in the background now, of the actual face. This comes with 2 options, a head option and the face option, and I think the face is probably the most Techmarine thing I actually don't think there's any skin kind of on that face. Well, if it's skin, it's just there just for a purpose of looking human. Everything else looks absolutely just holy, you know, I am iron kind of thing. It actually kind of reminds me of an Iron Warrior more than anything else. This is how I expect Iron Warriors to look. Just really just, you know, removing all their skin and stuff and just, you know, iron within and kind of iron without, you know, what they normally shout when they get blasted from walls and stuff. And moving on to the Xenos things, we all knew this was coming. The Silent King has finally been revealed now in all his glory. This was shown over, of course, on the show as well. Thank you for the chaps who were sending me this over on my Discord. Again, I was watching this live, so I didn't have a chance to like screenshot all this stuff. But as you can see, we get a close-up now of the Satan thing in the background. We actually get the close-up of the Silent King. They actually mentioned that the two people next to him is like his advisors, like the people he trusts the most. He's got a huge, massive cape. His cape goes like all the way to the bottom of the stairs. This is like a grav kind of throne, which just moves around with him. You know, I don't think he's ever going to get off this because the Silent King being the Silent King is like, why should I ever walk? I am too good to walk. The model itself is massive. It's definitely going to be like one of those centerpiece type of models that you put in your army, much like what the sisters got, like when they're carrying that coffin of like the saint inside of it. I'm sure that this model is at least going to be like 700 points at least, right? I wouldn't be surprised if it was in the 800s plus and stuff. When you come to talk of the Silent King, it's kind of like the Emperor returning. It really, really is. It's that kind of powerful, awe-inspiring presence for a certain race. So I'm sure this thing is going to be absolutely ridiculous when it comes to its output of weapons and stuff like that. Those little things we've talked about potentially being drones at the side that soak up damage. You have to kill them before you can actually start damaging the actual Silent King. And again, I'm sure like the output of power he's going to be having, especially with like a Satan or a Catan or whatever you want to probably pronounce it. I pronounce it Satan, sorry. On the back of it, I'm sure it's going to be like absolutely blowing things away on the battlefield. Again, fantastic. It's nice to see this thing up close and personal now. We did get to see it before in that little image that got leaked, and then GW put the main image out, but it's nice to see it fully revealed now. Now on to the last reveal of the stream, and probably potentially one of the biggest things that could be revealed. Yes, everyone was going like it could be like a Satan, whatever you want to pronounce it, but it was confirmed that this is a Satan shard of the Void Dragon, which is absolutely massive, because the Void Dragon was under the sands of Mars. So for that to be unleashed now, the potential ripple effect that could have on Mars itself, the planets surrounding it, Terra itself, the actual power that the Necrons can harvest from this. Again, I don't know how this is going to work. I don't know, like, is he under the control of the Silent King? I would think he is, right? But it is absolutely massive for me in a narrative sense. The model itself looks absolutely fantastic. You know, his wings, his little dragon tail kind of thing, the void in his face, you know, more or less gave it away with like the void dragon kind of look they were going for. But for me, it is absolutely just a phenomenal model, and the lore impact on this could be absolutely massive. Hugely looking forward to where we're going to go now with the narrative stuff in 9th edition and what can potentially happen from this. Alright, Chaplain, that is me done for another video. Thank you for coming, thank you for watching as always. Please leave your thoughts, feedback in the comments section down below. For those of you who are not aware, I am running an Indominus box set giveaway at the moment in time over on my member Discord server. So if you join the channel as a member, it's like subbing, like you know when you sub to people on Twitch. YouTube's version of it is called memberships. So if you press the join button on my page, come over to my Discord. The links are at the in the description of this video and stuff like that. Link your YouTube account to Discord, and you can win an Indominus box. It doesn't matter where you are, Australia, Russia, the Philippines, America, Canada, Hawaii. I will send the box anywhere in the world. If you're on the moon, I will do my best to try and get that box set to you absolutely on the moon. Anyway, that's enough ranting from me. Again, let me know your thoughts and feedback down in the comment section down below. I'm so happy. It's amazing. What an absolute awesome reveal day. Oh yeah, and one thing right at the end, they're actually doing another reveal day on the 25th as well, so even more stuff that's going to be shown off this month as well. I'm sure it's going to be probably Necron stuff and maybe more Space Marines. Again, I would like to see more Eldar stuff and more other races and everything like that. But again, I will be doing another watch along, so if you want to come to that, I will be announcing that closer to the date and everything like that. Anyway, that's me. Shut up, Valrak, stop talking. Thank you for coming, thank you for watching. Leave your thoughts, feedback down below, and we'll have a nice little chat down there as we always do. See you now, have a great day, and bye-bye.